What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of KJD Investor. This is your truly KJ. And without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the portfolio. Well. What do we have here? Yesterday, guys, we had Expiration Friday. So I couldn't wait to bring you guys an update of the portfolio and new positions possibly and new outcomes with Expiration Friday from my options trading. If you guys remember, I had like 6 different trades going on. All of them, well, mostly all of them was expiring on June 20th, but I do got one that's expiring in July, which is going to be my American Airlines, as you see right here. $11 puts. I got 5 sales on it, which is 5 contracts. Anyway, the investing account sitting at $65,050.05. This is how much it was sitting at the close of business on Friday. It's currently Saturday, and of course, Saturday morning, earlier this morning, I got assigned on certain positions. I know you're probably wondering, oh snap, what happened? Well, this is the update video to what happened to my options. Buying power is $1,010.53. Excuse me. Now, like I mentioned, the market is still closed, but Saturdays are the days where you either get informed that you won your trade or you got assigned on your trade. And to me, both of them are really a win-win. You don't lose when you sell options, y'all. That's the thing you need to understand. You never really lose because I collected premium on these options, and so that means that I also got it at a discount. And now, come Monday, I get to turn around and sell cover calls on some of the same premiums that I got assigned on. So, like I said, right here, I got American Airlines, $11 puts. I got 5 contracts. Current price right now is 81 cents, which is to translate to $81 times 5 because I got 5 contracts, right? So we're just kind of going through looking at it. I got a credit right here in the history. When I first came up with this contract, I got $375 put into my account instantly. So that gives me a buffer. American Airlines is currently in the money. It's $10.62 at the close of business on Friday. I sold $11 puts on this position. So right now, if this was my expiration day, I would be assigned 500 shares of American Airlines. American Airlines, if you look at the last 3 months, it really been trading sideways. It's not really up too much. It's not really down too much. It's kind of like in the middle between $9 and $11. So year to date. Now year to date, it's been going slightly down. But like I said, I was looking at the last 3 months, and so it hasn't been doing too much the last 3 months. Like I said, trading sideways. My crypto holdings, I still got Doge, I got Ethereum, and I got Avalanche. And before you guys crucify me and jump on me, I still got Bitcoin. I have to scroll down. I got the iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF, $58.55 is at the close of business is what it was at Friday. I still got 64.44 shares. Market value $3,773.49. Average cost was $54.31. And I'm up right now $273.49 for a 7.81% return. So I'm still invested in Bitcoin, just in a ETF form. So that's still going. My stocks and ETFs, I still got Microsoft, 3.72 shares. Right now, Microsoft is at $477.80. I got Amazon. I got 4.22 shares of Amazon, which is at $210.08. I'm going to click in there. Amazon. I got a market value of Amazon of $887.15. My total return, I'm up $178.47, or 25.18% return. Sometimes, y'all, we got to learn how to capitalize on the gains, capitalize on the increases. And for me, that's where option trading comes into play, because before I would get these amazing returns, but wouldn't keep them or capture them, because if I sell the stock, like if I sell the common stock instead of holding it, of course you get taxed, you get you lose your shares of the stock. But as an option trader, and as someone who's selling options, buying and selling options, you get the opportunity to control way more shares at a less price than what's the actual advertised price right here in the market. Excuse me. So Apple right now is at 201 and 29 cent. I got 17.36 shares. Market value is $3,495.28. Average cost is $175.14, and I'm up a total return of $454. That's a almost 15% return on Apple. I believe I remember I was gonna do a sell put on this position to try to get into the position at 200 back when this stock was actually trending at 220. So that would have been a good time to get into Apple. But right now we're back on a upward trajectory. So if you actually have 100 shares of Apple, this would be a great time to sell covered calls. And for me, it would be, because my average cost is 175. But you see, I only got 17.36 shares. So since I only got 17 shares, I really can't sell covered calls on that. I'm going to wait for an opportunity for Apple to kind of dip slightly so I can kind of sell puts and get back into that position. But I believe Apple's a great buy. It's a great company to have in the portfolio. Okay, next I got Google Alphabet Class A. Right now it's down to 166 and 66 cents. I got 13 shares. Market value $2,181.32. Average cost $144.45. And I got a total return of $290.71. That's a 15.38% return. Once again, this is another amazing company to sell puts on at a low price, to get into it at a discounted rate. Get 100 shares of it so you can turn it right around, and they'll pay you a premium for that. And then you can turn right around and sell covered calls and make another premium for that, and continue to buy and hold for the long term. This is the wheel strategy. This is what I'm using in order to increase my wealth through big boy companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, and Google, Palantir, NVIDIA. I just had an NVIDIA contract expire out of the money, so I won that particular contract. Palantir the same way. I just had a Palantir sell put expire out of the money, so I won that particular contract. So guys, it's like the insurance company. This is like money from premiums that I collect that I never have to pay back or give back. It's money that just gets thrown into my account. You got Walmart right here, $96.14. I sold $100 cover calls on Walmart. When they paid me my premium, Walmart expired yesterday, out of the money. It never hit $100. So that money I get to keep. I got 114.14 shares of Walmart. Market value right now, $10,973.55. Average cost is $58.97. So I'm up tremendously. Total return is $4,242.50. I have a 63% return on Walmart. Absolutely amazing. Right here, I'm gonna show you. It didn't pay much premium to do a cover call with Walmart, but it did pay something. If you see right here, the sell Walmart premium, I had one contract. My strike price was $100, and they paid me $35 in premium. Well, that's a free $35. I don't care where you're from and how much money you have. In 2025, anything that's free $35 or a free $900 is free money. I don't know anybody who would turn down free cash. And I still continue to dollar cost average to Walmart, $50 every week, every 2 weeks, whatever. I try to continue buying shares of Walmart. I need to sell puts for like 95. It's at $96.14. I probably would do like 95 or even 90. I would sell puts at $90 a share just to try to get another 100 shares of Walmart. I have over 214 shares then. And that's, I mean, I don't mind holding Walmart. I think that's a really, really good company. I used to work for the company 8 years, but they have a really good stock, a really strong stock. That's why I'm attracted to the company, because of the actual stock, what the company does and how they operate. I see them being around for a very long time. I would talk about Starbucks. I don't have much Starbucks in the portfolio, even though I'm looking to actually get back into this position. Right now, Starbucks is at $93 a share. I got less than one share. $15.58 is the market value. But look at my total return. My actual average cost is $77.77. My total return, I have a 19.59% return. Guys, that's amazing. That's almost a 20% return on Starbucks. And Starbucks was in trouble one time, but then they actually recruited the former CEO of what's the restaurant? Oh man. What's the little Mexican restaurant? They have all the oh man. Y'all know the CEO I'm talking about. It ain't Sacheros, but it's the other little place that makes those healthy bowls and it makes the healthy bowls and things like that. I just had this restaurant on the tip of my tongue, but it's crazy. I'll be able to think of it later when I'm not making a video, right? Of course. Meta, I got 2.63 shares of Meta. Meta actually came down from 700 all-time high. It's right now, it's at $683.79. Meta has dropped like $13, almost 50 cents. Good gracious. Market value $17.98 for me. Average cost was $510. I'm up $457.04. That's a 34% return on Meta. I'm actually looking to get into more of Meta. Meta is a great company to run options on if you have the freed up capital. If you have the freed up capital, Meta will actually retire you off of a job. They have great juicy premiums in Meta. And just like Tesla, you can really retire off of Meta. Now, for the company I got assigned on, here we are, Sweet Greens. Sweet Greens right now is at $12.26. I had 4 contracts on this company. My strike price was $13. I got now 400 shares of Sweet Green. Market value is $4,904. Average cost is actually lower than the $13 strike price. My average cost is actually $12.45. Right now, it's a negative $76.18 or a negative 1.53% return. It's okay because once I sold puts into this position, as you see, I got paid $220 for this particular 4 contracts. Before that, I sold puts on this before, and I had $80 worth. So really, when you put those two together, those 2 months together, May and June, I had $300 worth of credit towards this position. So now I bought this Sweet Greens at a big discount. That's why I have the 400 shares, and I got paid what I got paid for the premium, like the 220 and also the 80. So now what I get to do is run the complete set of the wheel strategy. Come Monday morning, I'll be in the market and I'll be selling. I'll be selling cover calls against this position to make more money, to make more premiums. I was looking at it earlier, and actually the premiums for cover calls, it almost doubled. Well, it does more than double. I believe it tripled. So it goes from 220 the sell puts, and my cover calls for 400 shares, they'll pay me a premium of about 600. So that's a free another $600 just to say you'll make a contract to sell 400 shares of this company at a different strike price. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to continue to grow this portfolio. I'm going to use the wheel strategy to help scale this portfolio higher and higher, and everything like that. So, man, I wish I knew the name of that restaurant, guys. The CEO was doing great with the restaurant, and then Chipotle, that's the name of it. It was Chipotle. The Chipotle CEO went from Chipotle, went to Starbucks. That's the name of the restaurant. I'm sorry, y'all. Man, I don't eat there much. I don't like Chipotle, really. I know a bunch of y'all probably do, but I don't. That's why I had a hard time remembering the restaurant name, but it was Chipotle. I don't particularly like it, though. Their food's not that great to me. Anyway, traditional IRA, it's sitting at $48,589.37. Buying power, I'm back up $19,230.98. Every single trade in this account, this past weekend, I won every single trade. NVIDIA, I had an option call for NVIDIA. I won that. That was another $195. Let me go see. Something like that. Just scroll down and see. Man, it's way down here. Yep. NVIDIA sale. I had at 148 put. I got 195 free premium. And as you see, I had some more before that. NVIDIA is at 143.61. I still got 126.10 shares. Even got a dividend coming up, $1.26. Market value is $18,110.14. Average cost is $109.98. Total return, I'm up $4,240.84 or 30.58% return. Super, super aggressive. NVIDIA, monster stock, amazing stock, making millionaires in the stock market every day. MicroStrategy, $368.50. I got 9.85 shares of MicroStrategy. You might say, well, Casey, you used to have more shares than that. I did, but I sold it at a profit. Market value, $3,632.75. My average cost was $283.49. Total return right now, $838.05. I'm up 30% on this position, 29.99%. I'm up. Now, we got Costco. Costco costs $980.29 per share. I would like to run options on this, but this stock is extremely expensive. Costs a lot to run. It costs a lot to run puts on this or option calls on this. Just to get 100 shares, you got to spend $100,000, almost $1,000 per share, right? I got 4 shares of Costco. Market value $3,930.55. Average cost was $933.92. I'm up $185.94, which is a 5% return on Costco. And then the granddaddy that's in this part of the portfolio, Palantir. Palantir Technologies, $137.50. And it closed that on Friday. I got 26.79 shares. Market value $3,684.95. My average cost was $75.94. And I have a total return right now of $1,649.66. That's a whopping 81.05% return. Absolutely crushing it with Palantir. That's another stock I just sold puts in. I won that trade right there. They gave me a premium. They paid me a premium of $151. And I was able, that expired on the 20th yesterday. And I was able to keep that premium and all that just fine. I'm going to continue using puts from Palantir, using my NVIDIA cover calls, Walmart cover calls. I'm going to continue using Sweet Greens right now for cover calls, increasing my positions and the Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Google. I believe those are great companies to continue to run what I'm running. Right now, we're sitting at $113,638.38. We've got another $16,000 in the Fidelity IRA account as well. So we continue to scale. We're on our way to 130K in just a little bit. On our way to 150, then 250 is $250,000. Guys, we're on our way to 500K. And then 1 million. You already know we're not gonna stop. KJD Investor. If you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, make sure you drop it down in the comment box below. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed just yet. But share the video with somebody who you know need help in finances or who likes finances and want to be free, independently free from a job, from a boss, from having to listen to whoever, and being able to afford the things on earth that you want and not have to worry about money, because we're going to grow it and we're going to get paid a lot of it. We're going to outpay ourselves from a job. We're going to use our portfolios. I'm going to show you guys how to use your portfolios to pay yourself a salary more than what your job can pay you. So continue following. This KJD Investor, over and out. Peace.